And good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster and I'm touching base with you as I do every day. And you know, except for Saturdays and Sundays. Okay, we're here every Monday through Friday. Friday. And so what's going on, folks? I hope you guys had a wonderful Monday. We had a great Motivation Monday, kind of like rally yesterday as everyone fell into let's do something wonderful for this week, and that Mondays are not so drudgery. It's not drudgery to be to have the Monday is all about new beginnings and creating. So we had a good time yesterday talking about our wonderful Mondays. So welcome. Let's see who's in the house, who's popping in. Anthony's in the building. Anthony Rowland is in the building. Good morning, Anthony. And good morning, Mr. Gary Jackson is in the building. And good morning to Miss G. Miss G is in the building. And Chrissy's Corner. Miss Chris is in the building. Good morning. And we definitely got Mr. O. Mr. Omar Ramos is in the building. So good to see you guys. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves on this wonderful Tuesday. My work day starts at 10 o'clock. So this will be the beginning of the day for me. I did some house cleaning this morning. You do the little house cleaning in pieces, then you will be successful. So welcome to, again, today is our Tip Tuesday, and we're going to talk about something really cool for those that love photography, and probably those that probably like, I don't know what this means, but we're going to be talking about why shoot raw in photography. So we're going to do a little bit of that at the end, and but we're going to also talk about current events. So much is happened over the last 24 hours, and we're going to talk about that as well, and we're going to celebrate some people. So we're going to do that as we celebrate this wonderful Tip Tuesday. This is what we do. We do our current events. We do our introductions. We connect with each other because we're just not here to teach a lesson. We are here to build community. The most important thing is community. So we talk about what's going on in the community or in the world. I see here Amparo's in the building. She says Grand Rising. I love when Amparo says Grand Rising. It's just so special. And I see here, Bryson's in the building, sending love. What's up, Ron? What's up, RLP family? And so I think I'm going to get straight to it. I'm not going to linger. And, hey, Dr. Tachi's in the building. Speaking of Dr. Tachi being in the building, congratulations on a first start to Indie Soup yesterday. First of all, I was honored to start the lineup. I didn't realize that I was going to start the lineup, and with my repeat of our show in the morning. So on that, so always remember, guys, if you happen to miss the live here, you can go to Indie Soup. Make sure that you put your notifications on when it comes to Indie Soup, and you will be able to catch the replay of my show and also a lot of amazing live shows. There was so much on there yesterday. It was so much wisdom shared. I literally was like, it was a marathon. Dr. Tati said, go get your popcorn. And I was doing my popcorn thing without the popcorn. I was just kind of like drinking and eating my apples and almonds, trying to eat healthy and trying to eat right. But it was a wonderful show. And then I ended up going out for my walk, because usually I do my walks in the mornings, but these mornings have been too cold. And I was like, no. So I went for a walk after, and I was able to listen to the show while I was, the shows, I should say, while I was walking and doing my 4-mile walk yesterday. So thank you, Dr. Tachi, for putting the community first, and for thinking of how to enrich the people around you. And it was absolutely wonderful watching all of these folks popping on. We had the interludes of what was coming on the channel. We actually had the live programming. Like I said, it was wonderful. Dr. Tachi, you put, I'm so proud of you. I am so proud of what you're doing. What I also loved is the music. I love the music selection for the episodes, for the interludes. They, it was really good. I was deeply proud. I was like, I know Dr. Tachi. I'm proud to know her. And so it was absolutely wonderful. What are you guys saying in here? I see you guys are chatting away, you little the chatty community here. I see Dr. Sai says, hey, G, and Chrissy says, good morning. Hey, Chris is in the building. Mr. Chris Edwards is in the building. Lord knows I'm tempted to have him on when I talk about this political stuff, but I have a lesson to do. I got a time slot because we do the replay. I have to be more conscious of the time. So there's no overtime. We can create an overtime, but there's no overtime. So we are definitely focusing on getting this done so that way it's right, it fits right in the hour slot so that Dr. Tachi doesn't have to do any work to make this work. So we will be finishing on time. So we are our designated time. We are out of here by 12:15. I'm going to try to make sure that we're out by 12:10, 10ish, 12:05, 12:10ish. The reason why is because I want to also give some leeway. You gotta give a little leeway. You can't just go right to the stop. So we're gonna make sure we do that, and that way she's able to program what she needs to do, and also to all the other amazing talents that follow after I am on. And but thank you again for the honor to be able to to be on the lead there in the 4 o'clock lineup. The 4 o'clock lineup used to be my favorite lineup when I got home from school. It was Batman. If you remember, for those that grew up in the US and you grew up in the 80s, the beginning of the evening lineup was Batman. So, and since Batman is my favorite hero, I feel honored that I am in that 4 o'clock slot. So thank you guys. But can I celebrate some people? Let me go back. G says she's extremely proud. Yes, right. She's extremely proud. Dr. Tachi says, thanks, brother Ron. That's Dr. Tachi's become like a little sister to me. I really do love her like a sister. When I get on the phone with her, we can talk. But I digress because I can go down that road. We have such great time on the phone and just chatting away. And I cannot wait. She's the only reason I would visit Florida. I got cousins in Florida, but I won't visit. But I will visit Dr. Tachi in Florida. She is a main reason to go to Florida. I see here Dr. Tachi is a media. Omar says Dr. Tachi is a media mogul. Yeah, I love it. Chris says we will talk it on Thursday. It's a whole lot to talk about. And Pearl says we need Dr. Tachi on the show again. Dr. Tachi has an open invitation to this platform. So anytime y'all want to let her on here, y'all just let her know. And she will say, Ron, the audience is calling me. I'm coming. So always remember that. Dr. Tachi has she has an honorary seat on this platform. I see here. Hey, Omar, that broadcast time is real. G says that broadcast time yesterday was real. I mean, there was some real, literally, I have not heard church talk in a long time, like the church mothers and the church first lady. That was such a good, fascinating conversation, making sure you find time for yourself. And Lord knows the church lady was the first lady of the church was busy as heck. And that was such a good conversation yesterday. Gary says, proud of you, big bro Ron. Thank you, sir. And also with the Batman is one of my favorite as well. Yes, Batman. Oh, Batman. Everyone else in the superhero world had stung by a spider or came from another planet, or Batman was a vigilante. He was not, he had no superpowers. His brain was his superpower. And that's what I love about Batman. So why is he my favorite? Because he is a brainchild. He's a nerd like me. Super nerd. Dr. Tachi says, anytime. What up, Omar? I see some more love for Omar. What's up, Omar? I'm enjoying being here. It's an amazing community. It's your fault that I'm here. Hey, Derek is in the building. Okay. I'm going to celebrate. I'm going to mention two things. There's a couple of things I'm going to mention. But off the bat, I want to, let me get my screen set up, because she is a faithful part of this community and a pillar of this community, Miss Fifi. Now, she's not here right now, but Miss Fifi did something amazing, and I am so proud of her. On this weekend, let me pop that up. She put together a CQ Charlotte event to support and to encourage D-Nice. Now, why am I so happy about Fifi doing this? And I'm hoping it will, I'm sharing this so that it will inspire others. Is that I want you to know you're never too small. You're never too small in the pond, right? Every pebble makes ripples. Every pebble, every boulder, every stone will make a ripple in the pond. And Fifi, what she did, she went out of her way. She knew Derek was going to be in town, and she wanted to honor him. And she wanted the people of Charlotte to know that he cared, and that she and the people of Charlotte cared about him. And so what she did, she created a nice little luncheon for them. No, it was a brunch. It was a brunch, not a luncheon. It was a brunch. And she didn't know. She was like, I don't know if Derek is going to show up, but we're showing out for him. And it wasn't a whole lot of people coming up. And that was probably what made it so beautiful. It was a quaint amount of people, quaint folks. Here she is with D-Nice on this photo and 3 other Charlotte folks that were there. And they gave D-Nice a sweatshirt and a card and just really honored him and let him know how much they cared. And at first she was, like, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I should. I don't know how it's going to be. If I want it to be successful. And she did it. She did it. And it made the difference. So many people responded to her after. They went to the CQ Charlotte page, which she has. Let me see if I can bring that up. The CQ Charlotte page. So this is her CQ Charlotte page that she runs. And this is what they gave Derek. They gave him a t-shirt, a sweatshirt, gave him a card, and all that good stuff. And I just said, man, all it takes is one person to make a difference. All it takes is one person to make a difference. And D-Nice was so happy to spend time with them and connect with them and just kind of like just have really cool conversation with them, because it wasn't a lot of people. It wasn't like there were hundreds of people banging down the doors. They had a nice, intimate brunch. But it goes to show you, you can make a difference. We all can make a difference. All we have to do is put one step forward and then put the second one, then put the third one, and then put the fourth one. And you never know how it will grow and it will touch and who you can, and who knows. He was, she was sharing with me. She was so excited. She was in tears. Oh, Fifi, I shouldn't tell you, but Fifi cries about everything. So y'all know Fifi. And so she was so full of joy of what she was able to accomplish. And I said, that's how we do it. We just show up. There's no requirement in life other than we show up. That we show up. Man, thank you, Fifi, for showing up. Just making a difference in people's lives. There was one gentleman at the brunch it was one person in the restaurant that was like, oh my gosh, D Nice is in the building. And I didn't know he was in Charlotte. I didn't know he had an event in Charlotte. I didn't even know there was a Charlotte chapter of people on Instagram. And Fifi gained several new followers to her page that supports the CQ family. Isn't that cool? I just thought I had to share that one. Thank you, Fifi, for being you. Thank you, Fifi, for being such a caring person. Thank you, Fifi, for loving others. Thank you, Fifi, for showing up. That's what I wanted to say. I just had to say it. Anyway, on these cheers of celebrations on this wonderful Tip Tuesday. So that's the tip. The tip, show up. Show up. Here's another one. Now, I can't go into the page, but I want you to see this page, and I want you all, we've been talking about the Haiti destabilization of the country for several weeks. I had a photo that photographer that lives here in New York City that did a photo spread for the magazine. And that brought my awareness to what was going on in Haiti in a more deeper sense. Well, I don't know how many of you people follow. Yeah, I say you people. I don't know how many of you follow Earn Your Leisure. That's these folks right here, Earn Your Leisure. And it's called Uncut Truth Market Mondays. They talk about finances, everything. This has become one of my favorite financial YouTube channels. A bunch of beautiful brothers coming together and educating the world about finance. And they've had such great opportunities. This one video has 42,000 views. But what was beautiful about this particular video it was just released 12 hours ago. It's called the USA Sues Apple Finance Tips, NYIDIA, Healthcare. He talks about technology, he talks about everything on this platform. But what they have who they had on here was wonderful, was Wycliffe. Now, Wycliffe was on here, and he was talking about Haiti. So if you want a good insight, because he's a Haitian brother, and I did not know that Wycliffe ran for president for Haiti. Did anyone know that? Well, you'll find that out in this conversation, and he shares his views and some history. And the gentlemen, they also share about the history of Haiti, the finances of Haiti. How we'll say we always follow the money trail to understand political affairs. It's the same thing all over. I mean, if you ever want to know why things are being done, follow the money trail, and you will get the best answers. So Wycliffe really breaks it down. And I think if you have an opportunity, make sure you dive into Uncut Truth Market Mondays with this particular one that was released 12 hours ago, and on Earn Your Leisure. They have an amazing movement of educating people of color, mainly Black folks, about economics, technology, and how we should retire, how we should be making money, how we should be educating our people about the money, and also understanding our resources. So, a good platform. Check it out. I see here. What are you guys saying in here? I see a lot of greetings. Yeah, so Lauren says, yes, he did years ago. I lived in Haiti for some time. Really, Lauren? I did not know you lived in Haiti for some time. But it is, I mean, what's going on there? To understand what's going on there, you have to know the history. You have to know the history. So get to know the history before you, in order to have a conversation, you got to know. Lauren says, yes, there are several chapters that have been developed over these last 4 years that individual cities have made since CQ started. The biggest and main one is here, our CQ New York. Yes. Okay, so because a lot of folks that are in this community are part of the CQ community. So it's beautiful to know what all of us are doing. And also, when you check out the Dr. Tachi's platform, Indie Soup, a lot of the folks that are in Indie Soup are also from CQ family. So it's amazing. And again, I'm taking you back to the same thought. Show up. Show up. You, whatever you have to give, just show up and give it. Think about, there's a CQ family around the country, if not probably in some places, I think globally. But that was because Derek one day during our pandemic got up and said, you know what? I got nothing better to do. I'm lonely. I feel like I need a support. I want to do something. I don't know what to do. But you know what? I want to bring some music to some folks and help them through this pandemic. And that one decision, Derek is always a famous DJ, a famous, music guy in the music industry. But Derek became a household name because he showed up. He just showed up. Man, show up. Show up. If there's before we do the photography tip, this is the tip of the day for us to be motivated to show up. Think about all of these CQ platforms that have grown out of just a gentleman getting on his table and sharing joy through music during a pandemic. And now there's all of these folks. All of these folks. We're all connected because of it. Wow. Guys, there's power in the number of one. There's power in the number one. You may think you're the only one, but show up and you're going to find out that there's many more that want to join you in your pursuit. Okay. I think I think I got my point across. I think I got my point across. Man. Lauren says, exactly, Ron. Just as well as a cuz Chad putting this event together for us, that all spawns from us all beating and brought together in CQ. Absolutely. Absolutely. We are all important. We are all a part of this beautiful motif of humanity. Gary says, anyone who knows me knows the least I can do is show. I try to show up to mostly everything. That's all you can do. Show up. Show up for your friends. Show up for your families. Show up. Show up. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I don't even know if I should go do politics, but I wanted to show, I got to share some headlines with you. I do have to share some headlines because they are important. And now we got 3 minutes to do this. 3 minutes to do this. One is, here we go. Let's start here. Tomorrow, this is before we do politics. Tomorrow for our Wisdom Wednesday, guest is photographer and documentarian Jason D. Little, who's an amazing New York photographer. He's going to be on with us tomorrow for our Wisdom Wednesday segment. So tune in tomorrow for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Jason is so savvy, so smart, and just love his page, love what he does. Also, here's the news. UN Security Council passes ceasefire resolution. U.S. abstains from the vote. That is something to keep an eye on. Keep an eye on, y'all. Keep an eye on this UN resolution for a ceasefire. Hopefully, it will happen. I won't go into all the details. We can take care of that on Thursday when we have Chris on. We'll do that. I already talked about that. Here in New York City, we are mourning the loss of one of our police officers was killed last night in Queens. Such a horrible incident that happened. This morning, Baltimore bridge disaster, the Francis Scott Key Bridge, was hit by a container ship. And they're still looking for the folks that the bridge literally crumbled into the water. So our prayers are with those folks. Baltimore, prayers are with the families in Queens, the police officers' family. And then on Trump news, I cannot go here. I cannot talk about this, but I'm just going to let you guys know what happened because it pisses me off. Trump news: Appell's court drops bond from $464 million to a measly, I know I'm saying measly, $175 million for the bond and I'm going to leave that alone because I could talk about that one all day long. Makes me freaking angry. Anyway, Trump criminal trial begins April 15th, so cannot wait for that one. Woo! And this one, I was supposed to bring it up yesterday, but I did not bring it up. Former RNC chair Ronna McDaniel was hired by NBC, and the NBC people are not happy. This person, Ronna McDaniel, also aided and abetted January 6th, and also just really hands and foot and toe with Trump. And MSNBC is saying they will not have her on their show or any of her on their platform. But NBC, the parent company, is they are going through a little struggle. So stay tuned for that. Also, something for in I think Black news or people of color we need to be aware of. Alabama has joined the growing list of states passing laws banning diversity, equity, and inclusion, which is that our DEI initiatives in public institutions. It is spreading, guys. This is so radical and so crazy, but please put your eyes on it. What's going on? More than 30 states have introduced bills banning or limiting DEI initiatives during their current legislative sessions. So this is important. Guys, DEI is necessary. We live in a diverse country, diverse people, and we need diverse education. So just saying. Whew. Lot in the news, right? A lot of headlines in the news, but I bring those to you so that way you can be informed to be informed. You like that, right? Be informed to be informed. Okay. I see here, yeah, Ron Rachel Maddow, she won't be a guest. Yeah, that's right. That's what she says. She would not be. MSNBC has all said they will. Donna will not be a guest on their platforms. Same with Morning Joe and a bunch of them. Lauren says, hope everyone is well. Please stay safe. So much happening. Bridge collapsing, cops being killed. So much violence throughout the cities. It's really crazy. Yeah, that's why we need prayer. That's why we need to pray for each other, look out for each other, call each other, talk to each other. We need each other. Okay, time for class. Time to go to class. It's class time. Here we go. Today is our Tuesday, and we're talking about easy tips and reasons to shoot in RAW for smartphones, DSLR, and mirrorless cameras. Here we go. Y'all probably saying, Ron has stepped it up. He got slide presentation going on. I told you, this platform is going to get better and better. I'm so proud of myself. Show up, y'all. Show up. Anyway, here we go. This is the topic for today. Shooting in RAW format offers several advantages for both smartphones and traditional cameras, DSLRs and mirrorless. Let's explore the reasons and some easy tips for shooting in RAW. Now, people don't understand. I was like, what does RAW stand for? RAW is not an acronym. It's just a designated word they gave to the files. I was like, wait a minute, it has to mean something. RAW, like it has to mean something. No, folks, it is not an acronym. So just letting y'all know, when you start saying, Ron, what does RAW stand for? There is no, what does it stand for? Higher image quality. This is the first one. Higher image quality. This is why we shoot in RAW. This is why we shoot in RAW. Now, before I go into this really quickly, on our phones, our regular cameras have a setting called RAW, which is easy for most of us. Most of us, photographers. Most of us photographers know what RAW, the difference between RAW and JPEG. However, for all of the laymen in the building, or you're just using your smartphone, or you put your smartphone on professional mode. Or you can go into your settings of your camera to create what kind of output of photo you want. You can go into your settings and put RAW or JPEG. I tell everyone, I only shoot in RAW. There's a lot of jokes behind that in the community of photography. It can get a little raw, but I'm not going there. But every one of us photographers, I said every one of us, but we who know photography all shoot in RAW. RAW. Why? Higher image quality. RAW files capture all the data directly from the camera's sensors, resulting in uncompressed and unprocessed images versus JPEG, which applies in camera processing and compression. RAW files retain the highest image quality and provides more flexibility during post-processing. So the reason why we use RAW, we click on the switch in our camera to RAW, is because it's not so much the picture we're taking at the moment, it's the picture we want to create after we shoot the picture. That's when we go into post-process, like a Lightroom or a Snapseed or a Photoshop or a Capture One, or all of these processing programs that you can make your photo more beautiful. Now, when you shoot in RAW, your picture doesn't look as happy as you want it. it usually looks a little dull. It's like a little dull from a JPEG, but the raw picture is giving you a lot of data. I want you to think about the soundboard. Like, I want you to think about music. JPEG is like stereo. You record in stereo. Just make a recorder, you press the button, it's in stereo. However, raw is like going into the studio and recording, because now you have all these little levers, all the little levers, treble, bass, all the different. I used to work on a soundboard, believe it or not, back in the day, and all of the reverb and all the little, all the little buttons that you have on a you know soundboard. And the soundboard is so much better to record with because you can control everything. Every little piece of the sound gets adjusted and moved and manipulated. Bring in a little more of the horns, take away some of the flutes, add a little guitar, add some drums, add, take away, create, make it beautiful. That's what raw does. Gives you the ability to do that in what we photographers, a lot of us use Photoshop, Lightroom, going in, changing the color, adding more blues, adding more reds, adding more greens, take away. That's what we do. That's why we shoot in raw. Here we go. Also, again, like I just said, dynamic range and color accuracy. RAW files have a higher bit depth, typically 12 to 14 bits, than JPEG, which only has 8. This means RAW files can represent a wide range of tones and more colors, allowing for better dynamic range and accurate color reproduction. There you go, guys. Yeah. That's why we shoot in RAW. Here's another reason. Post-processing, which I just talked about. Post-processing freedom. RAW files allow extensive adjustments in exposure, white balance, and color without compromising quality. You can recover details from overexposed highlights or underexposed shadows more effectively with RAW files. So all you photographers out there, all of you photographers, let's try that again. All of you photographers, whether you're starting out or you've been in the game a while, we shoot in RAW. There's a reason why. All these reasons we're giving to you. Also, take in mind, storage considerations though. Remember that RAW files are larger than JPEGs, right? Requiring more storage space. Be prepared for frequent memory card changes during shoots and manage data accordingly. For instance, when I had my smartphone, a 36 gigabyte extra card on my smartphone would do. Now I have a terabyte because of all the photos I take. And I use a lot of data. And so I have to take the picture with my phone and then move the file to my card, my memory card. So remember, if you shoot in RAW, it's going to eat up some of your memory, a lot more memory than a JPEG, almost twice as much. However, put in, for all you smartphone users, put in, get an external memory card. All smartphones have for the most part, except, do Apples have those? I don't think so. Oh my gosh. I said, I don't think. But if you can get a Samsung or one of the others, an Android, you can add a large memory card as an external extra memory base for your phone. You're going to need it when you shoot in RAW. And here's another one. Smartphone RAW shooting. Many modern smartphones support shooting in RAW format, and that's pretty much all of the new phones today. Look for a pro mode in your stock camera app. This mode provides control over key parameters. Pay attention to shutter speed for exposure control and ISO for settings. This is going extensively. Prepare storage space. RAW files consume more space, so ensure you have enough storage on your phone and external drives. Focus on composition. RAW photos won't fix a poorly composed shot. Shooting in RAW doesn't make you a better photographer, right? You still got to know composition. So pay attention to framing and subject placement. Learn photography basics, like understanding concepts like exposure, composition, and lighting to maximize your RAW shots. Okay, guys? And last but not least, remember, shooting in RAW requires more effort, but the results are worth it. Whether you're using a smartphone or a dedicated camera. And then for more of this, if you want all this information, I have a lot of this information on my, let me remove that. I have a lot of this information on my Patreon page. So all the Patreon folks, you guys will have all of that laid out nicely for you in the Patreon page. Any questions? Man, did I present that well? Photographers, let me know. Did I leave anything out? Was that well presented? I got, there's a bunch of photographers in this community. So, if I say something, I got to show up right. I can't be half stepping here. I can't be half stepping. But any questions? Any questions about the RAW format? Seriously though, go into your camera. For most of us, you just go and if you have an Android, you can just go to your camera and then go onto the top and then hit your settings, and then it'll be right there. I do believe in Apple phones, it's not in the camera, but it's in the actual, like in your regular settings. You can go into your settings and then make the changes. Okay, but it's going to make your photos better because, again, you're going to need to edit. The reason of shooting in RAW is because you want to edit your photos and you want them to be beautiful. You want to be more creative. You want to add more of this and that. So all the creatives in the room, shoot in RAW. Now, if you're not interested in the outcome of your photo, you're just going to just shoot and point, shoot, and share, and that's all you want to do, then JPEG is good for you. But for all of those creatives in the room that may want to add a little extra browns and yellows and all kinds of stuff to make beautiful creations in their photos, then shoot in RAW. Anthony says, great job, Professor Foster. I like that. Chris says, great. Look, you can't half step in front of other photographers. You got to come correct. So it's also kind of intimidating talking about subjects in front of all these photographers in the room. Uh, Ali says there are external memory drives for iPhones. Are there for actually in the phone? Like, can you put a memory card into your smartphones and the Apple world? Please let me know. I would like to know that information. Yeah. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, yes. Y'all, I'm looking at y'all comments in the back here. Okay, there we go. There we go. When I'm on vacay, I'm JPEG to the sandals. There you go, right? Again, like Miss G says, Miss G Houston says, GR Houston Jack says, when I'm on vacation, I'm JPEG to the sandals. Sometimes you're on vacation, you just want to just shoot, point, shoot, and share. That's cool too. Chris says you can attach an external flash drive and the phone will read and write to it. Okay, there we go. So you can actually pull from the phone and do an external drive. Okay, cool. I saw that in the Apple Store. I saw a lot of like and when you go in the Apple Store, yes, I do have Apple products. They had all these different types of external drives. Now I know the reason why. So we did good. Did we do good? Okay. Come on, camera. Come on, give it to me. I can't get it. It's not working. It's not working. What happened to the fireworks? Anyway, you are becoming Bob Ross of photography. Emparo says perfect. Okay, good. Good job, guys. Okay, so I think that's it. I think we're good here. I hope everyone learned something. If you remember, if you are new to this platform and you're new to this channel, you will be able to see this repeat on the Media Soup platform at 4 o'clock Eastern time. You'll be able to catch this replay here. Also, subscribe, like. If you liked this, now if you didn't like it, well, don't do it. But if you liked it, please put a like. Click on the like button. It makes a difference. Click on the like if you enjoyed this little lesson, this Tip Tuesday. And what else? Let me give you some announcements. And then we're out of here because we need to be on time. See, I'm doing good. See, Dr. Tachi? You got to play for the group. You got to play for the group. We are all in this together. Okay, so let me give you some announcements real quick. Quick ones, some quickies. Here we go. Where are we? My announcements here. We have our Touch Base Daily meet and greet coming up at the end. Oh, wait, that's this weekend. This is the 30th? Holy moly, Saturday. This Saturday, we'll be meeting at the gallery. So go to our Touch Base Daily meetup, Touch Base Daily on Meetup app, and you will get all the information for Gordon Parks Born Black. That's this Saturday. This is the last week of March. Holy moly. I can't believe it. Also, Basic Photography 101, how to use smartphone editing apps. That will be our Thursday, April 18th. So make sure you put that on your calendar. I will have marketing for that coming out soon. And then our Soho Galleries and Street Photography Hop before our RLP Urban Photographers Meetup. That will be in Soho, April 27th from 2 to 4 p.m. We'll be doing that, photographing the neighborhood, hopping into galleries, and checking out some great photography in the area. So make sure you put that on your calendar. And there will be marketing for that as well, because that was what we're supposed to have been doing this weekend past, but we did not do it because we had a rainstorm in New York City. Okay, I think we got it. I think we covered it all. And again, thank you guys for joining in. Thank you. Let me see what you guys are saying. I see Trish is in the building. What's going on, Trish? She says, have a great day. She's Trish plays golf. She's a golfer. Have a great day. Amparo says, Bob Ross, I am dead. Oh, what's this? G says, girl, Amparo, the photo talk. I rock the point and shoot and film on vacation. I ain't even thinking about raw files. Amparo says, I only shoot raw in my bougies, bougie voice, clutching pearls. I see some applause come from Dr. Tashi. Awesome, awesome, awesome. JPEG to the sandals. You are, there we go. So we're all caught up. Okay, guys, it is 12:07. I'm out of here. Have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. See you tomorrow. Like I said, we have our special guest coming on, Jason D. Little. He is an amazing brother. You are going to love him. He was on our program before while we were on Instagram, but now we're on a bigger platform. So I said, you got to come back. Jason, you have to come back. And so he's coming back tomorrow. So it's going to be fun. Anyway, later, guys. Love ya. See you tomorrow.